Oh, where have you been?
See me, Mum.
How was she?
Bit rough.
Wish I could have come with you, really. Still, I've got some time off at the weekend.
Wouldn't have done any good.
What do you mean?
I couldn't talk to her, reason with her.
What do you expect? Comfort, that's what you should have gone round there for. I don't know where reason comes in.
She's got to face it, Glenn.
Is that what you told her?
I didn't get the chance.
Hopeless you were.
Look, I didn't go round there to let her cry on my shoulder.
Why not? Your mum finds her life in pieces and you won't even let her have a good cry.
I didn't say that.
You might just as well have done.
Oh, you know what she's like.
What?
She'd drive anybody up the wall.
She's your mother, Kevin. That should count for something. It's got to. I just don't know how you can be so hard.
Listen, given what's happened between Dad and Sharon, we've got to take a cold look at...
Cold?
What do you want me to do? Go around there screaming and sort him out? There's no easy answer, Glenn.
I didn't say there was. Families are supposed to stick together. Or didn't you know that?
Well, he's lasted 30 years. That's not bad going, all in all.
It's a hell of a time to give up.
You like him?
And what's that got to do with it?
Well, do you like her? Well, do you?
Well,
now, come on, a straight answer. Yes
or... It's not as cut and dried as that,
No,
is it?
Glenn, and nothing is. Just because they're my mum and dad, just because they've been together for a long time, don't mean we come down solidly against him just because he wants out.
I see. So you approve of all this, then, do you?
No. But we don't go leaping to her defence. We can't know, Glenn, not half of it, so we stay out.
Well, I know whose side I'm on, anyway.
Very well, sir. Table for 2.5 now.
Thank you.
See you later.
Okay.
Will you and your husband be dining here tonight? I ask simply because we're very busy, and if you'd like a table away from the carvery, it might...
My husband and I are going to eat in town tonight.
Ah, I thought so. Your charming gown. Jill, are the Hunters and the Pollards dining out on town together tonight?
Why do you ask?
Well, Barbara cancelled their table earlier this evening, and now Valerie cancelled the Pollards. Meanwhile, I'm turning people away.
Well, Barbara and David both went into town about an hour ago to eat.
What's in store for Valerie, then? Twosome with J. Henry, who, unlike Valerie, still hasn't changed for dinner, or a threesome with Richard Lloyd, who, as ever, looks like he wants to merge into his surroundings. Excuse me, J. Henry, but would you be wanting your usual table this evening?
What? I don't know.
Should I ask a wife?
Do what you like. Don't interrupt me again.
Mr. Lloyd?
The night is young.
Actually, it's advancing into middle age. Unless you book now, I shan't be able to accommodate you, I'm afraid.
Ross, will you stop hovering and go away? Well, I really cannot see your objections, Richard.
Jay?
I really can't see them at all.
Jay, are we still going to eat in town tonight, or shall I book a table here while there's still tables left to be booked?
Oh, yes, of course, in town. 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Now, look, Richard, clause 16. I mean, you must admit that it's totally to your advantage.
Would you like a drink, Mrs. Pollard?
Yes,
Why
dear.
not?
Go and get yourself a drink, but at the bar, would you? This requires a great deal of concentration. Now, Richard, not only clause 16, but clause 17 as well guarantees... Look, what are you doing up there? Sit down. We haven't finished.
Mr. Pollard, the point is surely this.
Call me J. Henry. Everyone does.
I never run with the pack, Mr. Pollard.
Right, I think I'll have a bath, turn in.
Yes, all right, love, you do. We'll lock up.
OK. Night, Mum.
Love.
Nice to see you looking better.
Oh, I'll be back to work next week.
It's shaken him, you know, his dad.
Well, of course it has.
I knew they weren't very well suited, but I never thought he behaved like this. A nice man like Oliver going off with Sharon Metcalfe. I can't understand it at all.
No, he's at a funny age, you see. Men often start fancying young girls when they get in their 50s.
Young girls? She must be 35 if she's a date. And look at all the men she's had. I'd have thought he'd had more taste.
Sally must be in a terrible state. I mean, I can't pretend I've ever had much sympathy with her, but I mean, to know that your husband's being talked about and that he's seeing another woman.
I blame Sharon. She obviously fancied him like all the others, but he got carried away. I'll give it a month. I think she'll get fed up with him.
Yeah, and in the meantime, she'll have broken up his home, upset his children, and made him thoroughly miserable. Oh, I've no time for women who run after married men.
Here you are. Duty rosters for next week,
thanks.
Mandy.
If you say still here, I shall become violent.
What are they up to, those two?
They're up to 5 minutes past 10.
What, having started at 8:05?
Which was some time after Jay said that he was going to take me out to dinner immediately.
I think I'd create if I were you.
Tell me something out of purely academic interest. When you were married, did you ever create?
Towards the end, yes.
What was the result?
Divorce.
It's an idea. Not a new one, but a good one.
Look, Richard, I know you're not really concerned about these details, so tell me, in a nutshell, what is your fundamental objection to working for me?
It would mean remaining here. My fiancée is in Canada.
But on the money I'm offering you, you could bring her over.
Well, she might not want to come. She's a career girl. Her job takes her all over the world.
I see, and she'd want to go on with her career after the marriage and expect you to follow her around. You're no poodle, Richard.
Gina and I haven't settled that one.
Well, I really can't see the girl wanting to continue her so-called career with a salary that you will be raking in.
I can tell you this, Mr. Pollard. Gina wouldn't consider just sitting around.
Perhaps I can sign her up, too.
Hello. Enjoy your dinner.
It's amazing how going out improves the taste of stodge.
I actually feel a little bit tiddly. I think David wanted to show me that he could do anything that Councillor Berry couldn't.
Any phone calls from him, Jill? Sly prowlings around?
Not one.
You've frozen him off.
I feel like a nightcap. Anyone in the bar for company? Anyone tasty?
Oh, quite a selection.
Come on, Davy. Hello, Valerie.
Hello.
Oh, we've just had the most fabulous dinner.
Lucky you.
So what are you going to buy us?
Oh, will you get them their usuals, please?
2 brandies. Where did you eat?
I didn't.
Leaving it very late, aren't you?
Too late.
Does your husband stand you up?
Well, his appetite appeared to vanish almost as soon as it arrived.
Oh, well. Don't wait around here. Come into the sitting room and have a nightcap with us.
I warn you, I'm starving. Come midnight, I shall be eating your curtains.
We'll get Paul Ross to send over food for 3 and you can eat the lot.
Why not?
Come on. Would you cancel this drink?
Okay.
No man should be anchored by his wife, Richard, particularly as in your case, before he's married her. I mean, it can be the very worst thing for business.
The other side of that well-used coin, Mr. Pollard, is that business can be the very worst thing for marriage.
No, don't you believe it? The busy man, the successful man, is the man every woman wants. And you could be such a man, Richard, if you signed with me. In fact, if you love this girl as much as I've no doubt you do, then you owe it to her to make the best of yourself by signing that.
3 months. I agreed to sign for 3 months, and then Gina can tell me what she thinks about it.
You disappoint me, Richard. Such weakness. To give a 24-year-old girl command over your destiny?
My present concern is not to give you command of it, until I'm sure how we get on.
Very well. 3 months. Agreed. Oh, we can't sign these things tonight. There are too many amendments. I'll have fair copies made, and we'll do it in the morning.
Right, that'll be fine.
No, wait a minute. Got a feeling I've forgotten something.
Your wife left just a minute ago.
But she was here?
For about 2 hours. Good night, Mr. Pollard.
An extra table in the corner, do you think?
Well, how about asking the Gibsons to move?
Gibsons?
They wouldn't mind. It's only for lunch. I mean, we can't split the big table. And they've come all the way from Leamington Spa. It's an office do, retirement or something.
Oh, very well.
Yeah.
Morning.
Morning, Sharon.
Monthly accounts.
Ah, hello.
You'll be pleased. Business is definitely on the up and up.
Good. Every little helps.
Charming. Oh, don't mind him. It's one of his carping moods.
Well done, Miss Metcalfe. Jolly good show, Miss Metcalfe. Better?
Mr. Paul, is it 15 or 18 for the special?
Ask Mrs. Harvey, Glenda. She's the computer around here.
It's 18, and we're putting 4 on the Gibson table.
Oh, right, because I couldn't read his writing.
Hello, Glenda.
I'll go lay up.
Can't win them all, can you?
Oh, they're lovely, Marion. Oh, it is good of you, but you made me feel such a fraud.
A fraud?
Well, it's not as if I've been ill, is it, really? I mean, just look at me.
Yes, bright as a button. Are you taking those tablets?
I just put them in water. Do take your coat. I'll find a nice vase for them.
How are you feeling, really?
Oh, I'm much better now. I don't know what it was. You know, I think I probably need a holiday or something. We'll have a cup of tea in a minute. Do you know, I'm getting ever so good at this. They give me all the flowers to arrange, you know, at the motel, even the big displays.
Kath, there's nothing to feel guilty about, you know.
What?
I mean, grief. It isn't a sign of weakness. It's a perfectly normal, natural emotion.
Did you go through this, like crying for no reason at all and being fit for nothing?
Yes, of course, but in a way I was luckier than you. I had got used to the idea of losing my husband. He was ill for almost a year.
Yeah, it wasn't such a shock then, was it?
Oh, it was still a shock. It's never anything else, but at least I was prepared.
Yes, I couldn't believe it, you see. That was the trouble. Not for a long time. It just didn't seem real.
I know. But I promise you it does get better. We learn to move on, let them go. You'll see.
I know. But when a man goes out for a drink with his friends and a few hours later a policeman comes knocking at your door and saying you're never going to see him again, it just doesn't make sense, does it?
No.
I just wish I could have been with him, that's all. It was such a lonely way to go.
Tuesday, is that the best you can manage? Well, OK, if you say so. Well, yes, we are sitting on it, yep. OK, Steve, if you've got problems, we've all got problems. Yeah. OK, fair enough. I will do that. I will give you a ring on Tuesday morning. OK, bye-bye.
No joy?
Clean out.
You were a bit easy on him then, were you? Losing your touch.
You noticed.
Come on, what's up, kid?
Not a lot.
Come on, tell your Uncle Sid.
Bit personal, Sid. Tugs at the heartstrings and all that.
Ashley?
I'll survive. I'll soldier on.
That's a straight. I don't suppose he helped any, really.
Who's that?
Mr. Banks. Well, one minute, you know, it's on the continent, then it's back here, King's Oak.
Oh, that didn't matter.
Yeah, but a week at Brussels has done you the world of good. I mean, it'd take you out of yourself, really.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Not too late, mind.
What?
Well, get up and get away from it. Anywhere. You don't have to go to Brussels. Give me a breather.
No.
This place will be all right, you know that. I look after this place.
I know, Sid. Thank you very much. But I'll work my way through it. That's what I usually do.
Tough as old boots.
Yes, indeed.
Good evening.
Hello.
Well, evening, Banks. We're just shutting up shop.
I just caught you then. Look, I wanted to talk to you about Go-Col's help with the new layout.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, but I won't keep you. Look, what if I give you a lift back and we talk on the way?
That's fine with me. Right, I'll just get myself together. Won't be a minute. Hang on.
I don't reckon she'd say no to a drink on the way home, you know.
What?
Sharon. She's down in the dumps.
Is she?
Yep. Affairs of the heart. Well, you know how people are, especially women.
Yeah. She said as much, did she?
Well, no, she didn't have to, really. I'm here with her all day, see? And I've got eyes. I see what's going on.
Shame.
It's a shame, all right. Solid gold, that kid. But someone had to come along and tarnish it, didn't they?
Mom, we're back. Mom, we're home. Not again.
She's left a note. Gone to see a film with Marion. Don't worry, love Mum.
Well, I never.
Must have come round to see her this afternoon.
Thank heavens. Well, whatever she did, she's obviously cracked it.
Great fix on my Aunt Maria.
I wish she'd do something about your dad. Fancy going off with a tart like Sharon.
That's a bit strong, it is.
Well, what else would you call her? But all the men she's had. I cut her dead this morning.
You are?
In reception, I couldn't bring myself to speak to her.
Oh, that's childish, Glenn, and cruel.
Well, I know how I'd feel if my husband ran off after 30 years of marriage.
You've got to see both sides.
Well, maybe I was a bit hard.
That's putting it mildly. To be snubbed in public by somebody you thought was your friend.
What do you think? I should apologise?
No, leave it. You'll only make things worse.
Come on in, Richard.
I must congratulate you, Mr. Pollard.
On what?
The speed with which you've had those contracts drawn up. What's your secret?
Same as yours.
And what's that?
Determination. Ah, Ross, good of you to knock. Come on in.
What's all this about, J. Henry? We're very, very busy. I really
Never mind
can't.
that. I just going to sign this. You. And then you witness it.
Witness what?
It is my purchase of Tony Moran's casino. That one.
Yeah.
Thank you. And you witness that.
What?
Something you should recognize at a glance, Ross. Something you once signed. It's a contract making Mr. Lord my personal representative here. Which, in other words, makes you answerable to him.
Oh, thank you.
What was that Sid Hooper was saying?
What about?
You and your heartstrings.
Broken beyond repair.
He knows you're suffering.
My disguise is slipping, oh dear.
You haven't told him.
Oh.
He seems to know.
People aren't fools. You can't keep a thing like this from them. Not forever. That's what I hate the most, wondering who's going to know next.
I won't be for long. Now Sal knows in the family. We just have to sort things out.
And what does that mean?
Find a way of ending all this pretense.
Certainly takes its toll.
Oh, me too. Look, I don't want to have what I feel for you spoilt by having to pretend it doesn't exist. I want everybody to know, and I want to be happy that they do. Perhaps we should have gone away together.
To Brussels?
Or anywhere. We don't need Brussels as an excuse now. It's out in the open. Just have a week to ourselves, forget all this.
And kid ourselves.
What?
That it won't be here when we get back.
That's not what I mean.
Oh, I know it is. Don't be angry. It's just that... I honestly don't think that's an answer. It's an escape for a while, maybe, but it's no answer. And that's what we've got to find, don't you think?
I think I move out and we make a home together. That's the answer.
Sweetheart, it's one thing to sit here and talk about it, but it's going to be a hell of a thing to do.